Okay, with lab 5.4 here, the only, I think the only requirements really are that you have a do while loop. And then the second one is, so that's the first. And then the second is that instead of having a sentinel value inside of this while part, we're going to use a number counter. Like, think about how we do for loops. So instead of saying a sentinel value is going to exit it, we're going to just keep running it until this no longer works. And then also, number 3 is that we need to output the number, its value multiplied by 3, and by 12. So each time we run this loop, the next number, we need to also put its values multiplied by 3 and 12. The data files in the book have something different for that, so make sure you change it. And if you have the book and the data file and you're looking at that, you'll notice like this number's different, this number's different. You know, we're multiplying it by different things. And also the number of loops will be different. So just make sure you go back and change that. Anyway, we've got declarations, headings here. I just want to make things look kind of nice when it's output. Then we've also got a number counter. We obviously have to have that because that's going to have our starting value and it's going to tell us what the next value is in the next value. We've got variables for when we multiply that number by 3, whatever that number happens to be at that moment, and as by 12 as well. Then we have a constant here, and it's 15. So it's just 0 through 15. Those are the numbers we're going to output. And this right here is probably in your data files, but you'll have to change this and this and this. But that's just kind of like letting you know what's going on. You really don't need that. I would keep it in there, but it's overall it doesn't really serve any purpose. We already know what we're doing. Let's see, do. Okay, so we've got our calculations to start, and our number counter is going to start at 0. And then these cout width parts, I'm just kind of spacing the numbers out so it looks nice, and they're not all piled on top of each other. And what we're going to do is we're going to output the number, whatever number that happens to be at the time, its value multiplied by 3 and by 12. And then when we finish all that, we're going to increment that number counter by 1. That's plus plus. And then while the number counter is less than or equal to number of loops, we run it again. And we do these equations again as well because now the number counter is different. Now it'll be 1, and the next time now it'll be 2. So not too difficult. Let's go ahead and run it and check it out. See? No user inputs, it just kind of does its thing. We've got the numbers here in this column. We've got their values multiplied by 3 and by 12 in this column. So that's about it for this problem. I don't see anything else where we have to do anything here. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.